silence, forward.
Delay.
The other thing I'm not worried about with a small group like this is sidebar conversations, and we can take whatever number of breaks you want to take. It's very informal, so you don't have to wait for us to adjourn and reconvene and all that sort of thing. So I will take then what we talk about tonight and put it into a final report that I will then share with your staff, and then they can look it over and let me know if there's anything that I missed, and we can add to it or subtract anything that I need to correct. And then it'll go to the council as a draft. You look it over and say, yep, that covers what we wanted, or maybe we'll make a change or two. And then you'll formally approve it. I usually recommend you approve it by a resolution, adds a little more formality to it, looks a little more important that way, that, yeah, you put some time and effort into this. So the other thing is we had you do the questionnaire, which is something I came up with when I first started doing these years ago, because once in a while I would get there and somebody would be missing. I think it might be the first time I'm missing 3 out of 5. I've had 1 and 2 out of 5 missing, but never 3 so far. So, and typically if I'd have known there was going to be 3 out of 5 missing, I probably would have said, I'd pick another night, but we're all here, so we'll go ahead with it. But the idea of the questionnaire is to save time. And also, if somebody isn't there, at least we got their thoughts ahead of time and made sure that if there was a particular project that they were really concerned about, that we got it on our list. And so the main focus tonight is to work through those lists. So what we're going to do is we'll go through the list of accomplishments first, then we'll go through the list of issues and concerns that you have. And then the main part of the meeting will be the ranking of the policies and programs and initiatives. And there was quite a long list of things that came in. We'll go through that maybe one by one and make sure that everybody's understanding what's there, and so that you can make an informed decision and put your dots on the items that you think are the most important. And then we'll do that with capital projects and equipment. And then the last thing we'll do is anything we need to do to work together better as a team. And I'll have a few suggestions for you. I have a number of handouts that I bring to all of these. If you've been to them in the past, you may have seen some of them, but they're on the table over there. I'll talk a little bit about them, and you'll feel free to take any of those handouts if you don't have them. So I have a couple new ones over there that maybe you didn't see before. So, and then we'll wrap it up. All in good. Typically, the process can go anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, depending on how talkative you are. So, okay. Any questions on the process and what we hope to do? All right. So the first thing I want to do is look at Exhibit A. And Exhibit A is basically the things that you're proud of. What have you gotten done? What have you accomplished? And I'm not going to read these items to you. I'm going to assume you've had a chance to look them over. And then I'm going to see if we missed anything. But I'm going to give you a couple minutes just to refresh your memory. There was a total of 35 items. I'm looking for anything that's a duplication, okay? So if you see, let's say number 10 matches number 20 or whatever, let me know that so I can, in the final version, I get rid of any duplication. If you see any typos or any misspellings of any names of any streets or anything like that, let me know. So, but first I'm going to give you just a couple minutes to refresh your memory what's there.
Is this something we're voting on too?
No, we will not be voting on
Got
this.
it.
This is just for your own purposes in terms of looking back, saying,
Documenting achievements.
yeah, documentation.
Okay.
One thing I have seen done that I can send you an example of is the city of Tipton, when I did this a number of years ago, took this list and turned it into a little brochure that they made available to the public. And basically the purpose of the brochure was, hey folks,
Promote.
here's how we spent your money. And these are the accomplishments that we got done in your community. So just a nice little PR thing. So if you can do that if you want, you don't have to, but I have seen.
Is this too big for the newsletter, Annette?
Nothing's too big for the newsletter.
No.
Could go in the newsletter, could be posted on your website, but it just refreshes your memory on what you got done so that you can tell the folks that you're working for what you did.
I think the 7 and 20 are closely related.
7 and 20?
Upgrades to community center and then the
Yeah.
completion of city hall was kind of like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
big mega project.
I can combine those two, yeah.
I would say combine 8 and 9 as well.
Yeah.
8 and 9 can be combined.
I like that city hall, just like- There.
Okay, we can do that.
6 is supposed to be along baseball fields.
Say that again.
6 is supposed to be along baseball
Sidewalk.
fields.
I wondered if that's the way it came in.
Yeah.
And I think,
Piazza.
okay, I thought maybe I'm missing something. Okay.
And what did you say? 7 and what? Sorry.
20.
7 and 20,
7 and 20. 20 is the
City hall
completion
remodel.
of city hall remodel.
Then 8 and 9 would be combined.
then the community center.
Yep.
Creation of GIS mapping, I didn't even know we did that.
It's coming at the next, in September in the work session. It keeps getting pushed because of
Cool.
health issues and vacations, and
Mhm.
you're gonna love it, okay?
I'm sure I will.
It's no longer in August now?
No, I'm not here for the work session, and Steve wanted me here, so it'll now be in September.
Okay, any other duplications anybody saw?
No, I thought everything looked good.
Okay,
Yeah, good. It feels like
Okay.
it'd be something.
any other questions besides?
Thanks, Brian.
Well, the other purpose of this is to say, if you see something on there, you don't know what we're talking about, now's the time to get an update on what we are talking about, so. And obviously, I'm the one person who looks through this and a lot of things on here, I don't know what you're talking about, but
Staff contributed to these too, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
everybody had an opportunity.
I missed
And I
it.
think I heard from just about everybody, but one maybe, I think I heard from everybody, but one person. Well, we basically, we
He just
did.
pointed at himself.
And I looked through the
It's
list,
the council.
everything on the list I think was pretty well covered.
I went through this real
Yeah.
quick and I'm
Like,
like,
looks
yeah,
good enough
It
to
was
me.
on, so,
I was just like, and I was pointing.
no, it was me.
no, but even after yours came in, I think we might have been still missing one, were we or not? Is that what it, okay, we were good then.
No, I don't think so, just the mayor.
Just,
Yeah.
he can't vote.
But the good news is it was already on the list, so that's good news.
Good.
That's where my list went.
Okay, any other corrections or changes to this list? Okay, if we don't have any, let's go on to exhibit B. Exhibit B, what I'm looking for there is things that you need to be aware of going forward, okay? These are things that maybe you don't have any control over, but at least you need to have them on the table so you know what you're dealing with. And now there may be some things on this list that are probably already carried over to exhibit C and D that will be projects or programs that you're gonna pursue, so. So once again, I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to just peruse down through the list. And then if you see any duplication, once again, anything that you want me to modify or change in any way, you can let me know, so. Now, one of the other things I tell people to do is send a copy of this to your state legislators too. Yeah, and let them know that you're aware of the fact that, you know, they may not see the difference between a fee and a tax and that sort of thing. So it may spark some interest out there. You never know.
One of the things I thought about when I read this was if this ever becomes a public document,
That is a public.
It is.
comment.
some of these things we might want to.
It's already out
Be
there.
careful how we work, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, as I went through, I do that to a certain extent. Yeah. Was there one in particular that you jumped out at you like?
No.
That's one.
I can speak to it. Yeah, one.
Oh, okay, yeah. And yeah, that's just the way it came in.
And I didn't know how much common knowledge 11 was.
Are there existing lawsuits or are they?
That is common.
Or
It's
potential?
Common knowledge,
posted, yes.
Public,
Yes.
there is.
Existing ones.
Most cities face one lawsuit or another.
I understand.
Yeah, it's nothing new to I used to have people come into my office and they'd try to sue me and I'd say, fine, no problem. Let me talk to your lawyer first, so I'd like to talk to him. And explain our side of the equation. So. Yeah. I could move it down the list. It's not at the top.
I don't think it's not now. I mean, it has been
Okay.
announced, but I don't
Yeah.
think too many people don't know.
Well, just the topic,
Yeah.
the issues, concerns, trends and opportunities. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really kind of just very
It is.
gray.
Yeah. But you are right, Brian, this is a public document.
Thank you.
Yeah, most everything you do.
I
is
I
public
understand
document.
more of that, yeah.
Yep. Hmm.
And as far as the police union, that had to be posted. So if we posted it out here, we posted it out in PD.
Okay.
It's interesting because in my mind, 19, 20, and 22, all, or 23, 19, 20, 23, all, like, we have some more like critical feedback for some of our state legislators. Is that the way I read that? I mean, those weren't things that I put down, but I'm curious to understand that better.
You suggest maybe I combine those three
I don't know.
into one,
I think it would make sense too.
yeah,
19 probably sounds a little bit like no interest of our state legislators on whatever state legislators not communicating well. Or follow up with requests from state legislators. I mean, it seems like there's something common there. And I was kind of. Maybe it's
I
like.
can take a stab at maybe combining well, 19, 20, 21, and 23 into a kind of one broad category.
I don't know, unless communications is a separate topic. That we don't feel like we're communicating well, they're not communicating well back with us.
You want him to go ahead and take a stab at putting them together?
They didn't come from me, so I don't know if they're the same thing or different things.
Okay.
I'm just,
Well, I will. I will make it an effort
Okay.
to try and combine those four into one.
okay,
And usually what I do when I do that is have one common heading and then two or three bullets. underneath.
yeah.
Okay, any other duplication you see? And the 24 is in there too.
Right.
Yeah. So there's five of them, 19, 20, 21, 23, and 24.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A lot.
okay. So any other duplication? Any other items that you didn't understand? That you would need an explanation on as to why it's on the list? Back to number one, are these actual lawsuits or potential lawsuits? Have they actually been filed?
There is an actual.
Yes, on both.
Yes.
There is actually,
And potential future lawsuits.
okay, so there is, it's not,
It's not just we just don't want a lawsuit. We don't, but we already,
you
you have one potential at least
pending,
of one more.
Under state code, yes, pending.
okay. So I'm not gonna change the wording on that then.
My question on 30 on your future Cox Springs Thunder Hills overpass. I mean, that's not particularly a city.
It's a DOT.
It's a
project.
DOT project, so I just question it being on here. I know we have to talk about it, but
Is there a real need for it?
Oh, yeah.
there is a real need for it, but
Well, then
These are things we
your
want
role with
to,
the city.
just to leave it in there so that we're.
we could put behind their DOT responsibility, but like,
City encouragement.
it's
Yeah,
super.
so our- okay, just one.
City encouragement of
Could
DOT.
that possibly be something that the city would have to potentially fund a portion of it though?
Only if we have to. meet
If they wanted to shut it
Yeah.
down, correct?
Utilities, that's what I have been told.
Or if you insist that it have certain feature, like maybe a walkway. And they say, oh, we're not putting a walkway, and then they'd say, well, you could pay the extra costs, yeah.
Or landscaping or something,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think I put it down there, but I'm just wondering, I asked that question because could there be potential that the city would have to
Some
fund,
responsibility.
yeah, have some responsibility?
I get that.
There's a real possibility, yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
But it won't happen until the DOT says it's gonna happen.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna modify that and make, note that it is something by the DOT and that your role would encourage it. Right. Okay. Anything else? Okay, we're good on B. Let's go to C. And C now are items that council members will be voting on. When I do the report, I've done it two ways, and it's entirely up to you. I've had councils say, okay, we would like to at least know how the department heads would rank these. So I give them dots too, and they put dots up. Some cities do that, some do not. And then the council members obviously do it as well. When it comes to the official ranking from top to bottom, only the council members' votes count, okay? Because you're duly elected by the people. They are not, okay? So you are the folks that ultimately responsible to the citizens. So when we rank them, but if you're curious to see how they see things, that's entirely up to you. When we get to the point of putting dots up, we'll talk about it. Some department heads don't even want to do it, okay? They say, that's fine, council, it's your job, you do it. So we'll talk a little bit about that when we get to it, so. And so I'm gonna go down through these one by one now, because I think it's important that if you have any questions, you want to have a little discussion, now is the time to do it. And once again, I'm gonna be looking for areas where we will be possibly combining items and possibly improving the wording on them, okay? So first item I have is a industrial growth plan. Sometimes people call that a comprehensive plan, but this is just focused entirely on industrial growth.
Because we will be working on a comprehensive plan. Is that going to be?
I would think it would be a part of it.
Planning working on the future land development right now.
Then we should have it be a priority because it's in this window. So if that, yeah, if that's what that means, I think.
Yeah, as we're going down that voting, I mean, that's something that,
Can we make it comprehensive, say industrial / comprehensive plan? Because aren't we thinking bigger housing and land use and
I think everything's.
green space and, yeah.
So this would be a subset of the comprehensive.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Everything you do on this will probably carry over to your comprehensive. Yeah, well, the way I would view this is,
Yeah.
you're really making this a real high priority, if it ranks high enough. Where it's like, we're gonna get started on that before we even get the comprehensive plan going too far. That's how I would view it, I don't know how you folks do it. Number two, annexation of Thunder Ridge.
Does that mean Thunder Ridge Estates, the homeowner association?
Should clarify that, yeah.
These are comments from the mayor and the council, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, these are all.
This is everybody? Okay.
Everybody, yeah. There was a lot of duplication,
That's
and
need to clarify for me.
there was a lot of folks that mentioned
Okay.
that some of these items, so.
I mean, when I read that, that's my thought was the entire subdivision over there, right?
And I think we can clarify that, so how would you word
I just put the word estates after it. And we have
a
3 incorporated areas that are outside the city, homeowner association areas, Thunder Ridge Estates, Birds Acres, Thunder Hills. So there's 3 different things and I didn't know if that was.
Okay, I think we'll put down, makes sense.
Yep.
Number 3, hiring a building inspector.
We have a forum.
Yes. Callahan.
Nice to meet you. See you again, I guess.
We are on exhibit C. And we've already gone through exhibits A and B, fine tuned them a little bit, and added a few changes here and there, but otherwise are pretty much the same. So we just got started on exhibit C, so your timing is perfect. This is probably the most critical part of the whole session. They next 2 things is exhibit C and D. So exhibit, and I'm on number 3. Any questions on number 3, hiring a building inspector? Okay, number 4 is a sidewalk and trail map.
I was wondering if 4 and 9 are related or if they're the same thing. We got developed a plan to expand the trail
Yeah, it does look
sidewalk
like-
system.
Yeah, that makes
I mean,
sense.
I think we do a plan, and document it.
Yeah, we'll combine 4 and 9 then. That's. Number 5, continue the review of all ordinances and bring them up to date with the city's needs.
Pretty straightforward.
Look, I know you've started
Had
this.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Number 6, identify future green space.
My only thing on that is, I would say space or spaces. I mean, if that's what it means, it's like. Green space could be in multiple places, but
Right. Yeah.
one, I don't wanna read it as singular. I see it as broader than that.
I can make it plural in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 7, there was a number of people that had various things relating to water rates. And so that's why I combined them into one. And basically, the bottom line is a comprehensive water and sewer rate analysis to look at where the rates should be if you do a water tower project. And while you're doing it, take a look at what the people who live outside the city pay for water and sewer. And then number 3, make sure your rates are adequate to cover your costs of materials, chemicals, and repairs and ongoing maintenance.
Which, by the way, is required under SRF.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
on
legally.
the precipice.
Yeah, when you borrowed that money, you promised those people you would keep your rates current. Okay, number 8, expand fund events in the community to encourage gatherings. Number 9, we've already combined with number 4. Number 10, research ways for more affordable housing. Number 11, determine a way besides TIF or tax abatement to bring in more amenities. Number 12, create and keep jobs in town. Thirteen, combination and partnership with the NICC athletics into city facility usage, PCs and ball field, etc. Access to Spiegel Field priority for NICC baseball. Which, being an old baseball player, I was kind of happy to see that. I might love to catch a game. Years ago, I used to play for a team with Bernard, which Bernard is really good this year. They just won the Worthington tournament and the Cascade tournament. I didn't know any of the names on the team.
Right, that's anywhere.
A lot of college boys there playing, I think. But it was fun watching the semi-pro baseball. Okay, let's see, we are down to number 13. 14, incorporation of community heart and soul ideas, initiatives into city plans as feasible. Okay. Next page on number 15, assistance to the PEDC on the next phase of community foundation development beyond community heart and soul. What does the PECD stand for? Will the public know?
Yeah, probably not. Piazza Economic Development.
I kind of figured that was the same. But that's an acronym that most people in town will recognize.
We hope,
Yeah, okay,
we hope.
all right.
Eventually.
Because one of the things I watch for is acronyms that the average person will look at and say, what
Yeah, you
is
spell it
that?
out.
Then maybe it's best if we
You
spell
just
it out.
spell it
Yeah,
out.
we should probably
Okay.
spell that out.
Okay, and then I spelled it out at least once, and then I guess it only shows up. At least on this thing, it shows up later. Okay. Number 16, establish a nonprofit LLC to support resource development, charitable giving for future parks and trails development, avoid conflicts with this different fundraising, endowment raising initiatives.
I think this is alluding to the 501c3.
I was gonna say, I think you could take out LLC, I think it's just nonprofit,
Okay,
or put it 501c3,
501c3.
establish a 501c3 for the support.
Okay, I'll insert that in there. Okay, and lastly, number 17, tightening of TIF incentives schedules for future development projects due to limited TIF capacity at this time and for the foreseeable future because of TIF incentives granted for past development.
and
You said.
I did not say this.
I have one question for clarification, maybe for us as a team, 15 and 16. So the way I understand it is the next phase of Community Heart and Soul becomes Small Town Dreams, and that'll be endowment foundation development thing.
Correct.
And then we talk about a 501c3, so we can raise funds to support parks. Whatever. Are they the same? Are
Yeah.
they different? How are we thinking about that?
I think they have to be different.
I was gonna say different.
Like, so we'd have two different,
Well, so that's,
Kind of
that's one of the things I talked to
endowment
Denise
vehicles.
about, is that it trying to spearhead both of them. Both, is trying to get money for an endowment versus trying to then fundraise as 501c3 is hitting the same
and that's,
places multiple times.
because I was the one to go in there, avoid conflicts with different whatever.
Yeah,
You know, I
but
feel like I'm
long-
worried about that.
Long term, I think they're both awesome to have. At the end of the day, an endowment, you'll get X amount on an annual basis. Where a 501c3 is going to do fundraising campaigns based on the
Okay.
needs of the community, right? I mean, does that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. To me.
It does, but people can give to a 501c3 that is the
Right.
endowment. You can invest in, so. Are they?
They are already a 501.
C6, they're a C6.
So,
And Heart and Soul already has their own. They're
They're
part of
nationwide,
501.
yeah.
yeah, the Small Towns Dream Initiative will be hooked to the Community Foundation, which
Correct.
is
their
that
501c3.
501c3. So I'm just trying to envision if we're foreseeing two funds long-term. And then how are they the same or how are they different? One is really a community-based fund and maybe one is a 501c3 that's initiated by the city. So people can resources that then we use for parks and other things. I don't know. Are they the same or are they different? I'm still not clear.
So I think the end goals are the same. It's just two separate pots, if you will. So an endowment, and like the end goal is to support the needs of the city or the wants of the city, right? Like they're doing all this research to see what residents want to see within. But then the second tier of that is how do we make that happen? This endowment is set up so that future Piasta will always have money coming in. They'll always get a chunk of the money that's within this endowment. So you keep putting money in the endowment, your annual amount you're going to get is gonna continue to rise,
Right.
but it's set. It's not, you can't take that money out, you can't
Right.
use that
No.
200, 500, whatever, it's that portion that you get each year. A 501c3 people, that's like the campaign. So right now, if we had a 501c3, we'd have a campaign for Kelly Oaks Park where it'd be, they know exactly where they're going to. When you give to an endowment, you don't know where it's going to
Right.
go one
It'll
day.
be however, yeah, the council or
Correct.
priority making in the endowment
Correct.
to run funds.
501c3 would put out this campaign, this fundraising campaign that we're, for green space for the future or Kelly Oaks Pavilion or
So they
whatever,
really
and
are
it's
Parallel initiatives.
they're parallel, but they're
Time.
I
correct.
think they're morphing from one to the next stage to the next stage. You're starting out with Community Heart, then you're going to the endowment then leads to the 501c3, maybe, and the endowment always stays there.
501c3 could be a feeder, like the endowments.
Yeah,
that-
501c3, you could be
Yeah.
raising money for the
Yeah,
endowment,
right.
because of the endowment, and so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do need both, probably.
So for voting purposes, the wording is okay? Or you want to change it?
I think it's okay because I think it is two separate.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any item that might have gotten missed that
I
should be
got a
added?
question, I know this is backtracking a little bit.
Sure,
Uh,
that's fine, but
for
we're gonna do that.
voting purposes, sidewalk trails and maps. Should we also include in that green spaces, because don't we want our sidewalk trails and maps or trails and maps to be green space to be included in that? With those green spaces, our sidewalks, our trails.
So you're suggesting adding 6 together with 4 and 9?
So the challenge, I agree with what you
Or
said
nine.
in concept, but we might need to acquire some spaces. To be green spaces, and then yes, by
Yeah,
all
that's
means,
what I got.
we're gonna want to connect them with trails.
Spaces could be like your soccer field. your other
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
but
Or
Not-
park
But it could be a couple more
subdivision
parks or
something like
things,
that.
and
Yeah.
we probably do want connected to our trails.
It's hard to map out something we don't physically
Right,
have.
so why don't we direct a plan or develop a plan for trail and sidewalk and identify where
So
our
the map
additional green
should always
spaces
be
are gonna be.
updated as we acquire green space or we.
Yeah, right, we should be updating every time we did.
Right.
Good point.
Okay.
Yeah, be good problem, yeah.
Council, am I gonna add 6 to 4 and 9 or not?
I think they could stay separate.
Separate.
Think separate. Okay. All right,
Add the map and continually update
sure.
as needed or something
Just
like that.
future spaces
that-
acquired.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of adds it, but says that this is, okay, we want this, but then this needs to continue to be.
Another one of our living documents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I miss any items? Is there any item that you folks had on your list that might have gotten overlooked or we need to add to the list before we start voting on them?
I assume we're considering the water tower.
Yeah, that's all, that's a
thing,
capital
right? So
project,
it's not
that's
a
all comes up.
significant update.
So this is all non-bricks and mortar, non-capital
Okay.
projects, non-equipment, just, these are plans, studies, ordinances, initiatives, that's. Okay. I'll go through the changes that we got before you start voting, but, also, if you have any questions, then like you've been asking, continue asking on any of these items. Also, if there's a particular item that you want to put a real short sales pitch on, why it should be ranked really, really high, this is your opportunity to do that as well. So, and obviously, they're all important items, but, some obviously in the end are going to be more important than others. So the way this is gonna work, I'm going to. We've narrowed it down to, I guess, a total of 16 items. I'm gonna give you about 5 dots that you can peel off. And I got some big sheets over there with the same exact wording on them. And you're gonna put a dot by the top 5 items that you think are the most critical, the most important, okay? Now, that number,
Brian's, Brian's.
Thanks.
that number.
I always want one more than one.
That number is flexible. I can go 6, that's no problem. I can do that. I think there's the little strips I've got, I think might have 7 dots. I don't know.
He needs a little pressure.
Little direction.
All right, we'll go 6, no problem. And then the other question I have is that sometimes department heads put dots on, I have a separate column for them. So that I can clearly determine who's council, who's department heads. Council, it's kind of your call as to whether or not you would like to do something like that. I don't think anybody will be offended one way or other if you use department heads. It just, sometimes some people do it just to see where they're coming from. And I don't know, even department heads, maybe you don't even have an interest in doing it. You might want to just see what the council.
Thank Brian
Yeah,
for dots from the department heads.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I can look at what their dots are, right?
Yeah.
I can ask questions, right?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that I understand.
I think we value their input.
I really want to see it.
Okay, we'll give them dots as well.
Whether they want to or not, I think we want.
Then talk.
Stacy.
Okay.
Put that there, help me understand them.
I don't think any of them have a problem.
No, I don't think they do either. My project, probably.
Well, and that's the other challenge I do to department heads, okay? For a moment, I want you to step back and look at the big picture of the whole city, okay? Okay, and say, I'm also, hey, I live, work here, whatever. I think that's a high priority, even though I like my projects, I think there might even be a higher one. So I would encourage you to do that.
Can I
You
ask
don't
a
have to.
question before we,
Obviously, you can put them wherever you want, but
before we do this, can I ask one question? Where are we at with the NICC extension? Like through the practice fields, like the road, the road, yeah,
Extensions.
or yes, the Adrian.
Just concept.
Yeah, right now, we've not went down the road, pardon the pun, anymore because.
I just, my acquired green space goes up as that goes up, so I don't know,
Yeah.
so if that's down, then
I think that the big thing right now is funding. That's really that's kind of the albatross in the room, so to speak.
anybody want to put a sales pitch in on any of these items before we start voting? Now, as I mentioned earlier, department heads, we're just curious to know what your opinion is. The only votes that are going to count when I'm ranking them is mayor and council. Okay, those are the only votes that come into play when I rank these items from top to bottom. And the whole reason you're doing this process is right now, okay? Because this is a long list of things that some people feel should, at least one or two people feel it should be tried to accomplish. You can't accomplish all these things in the next year or two. This is the whole idea, is to prioritize them and put them in order based upon how the council sees it, okay? And this is kind of like directions to your department heads and your city administrator, where you say to them, hey, folks, we've looked at all these items at the exact same time. And we feel these are the most important things that we want you spending your time on for the next year or two. A lot of times, city councils will use this list to determine, are the department heads and the city administrator doing what we want them to do? Because this is your direction to them, is what your priorities are. So that's why this is so critical. It's no different than you folks all have jobs besides this, where your boss, wherever you work, says, hey, you got a lot of latitude here to get your job done, but this is the end goal I want you working on, okay? This is what I want accomplished here in the next 6 months or a year, okay? And so it's critical that you give some thought here to what's the most important. Now, this is not cast in stone. Once you get it done, you as an entire council can modify at some point if you need. Years ago, I used to do this and we got some major flooding in a couple of communities. Well, guess what? Their priorities changed a lot.
Change.
And they had to take drainage projects and move them to the top of the list, and other projects got moved down. So it's not like you can't change it later if you want to, but it is, until you change it, it's a message and signal to your staff. This is what we want you working. So that, now the other thing is, it's a good public relations tool that if someone comes to you or someone comes to Annette, I think this is an important item. We need to be doing this. Well, it may have already been on your list, and you can then say to that person, we had a good discussion about it. We looked at that in together with a lot of other things, and either it did rank very high or it didn't. Now, this is something you probably do every couple of years. And so this ranking will change because people at the table here will change. Some of you may not be here the next time this is done. So next councils may take a entirely different look. But until they do, this is the list you will be following until the council says, no, we changed it. Okay?
I think it's important too, that for the council members that are here, the last segment that we did
Yeah.
bring it back on a quarterly basis. We reviewed it.
Yes, that's a key part of the whole thing. It keeps you in the forefront of what you're working on. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is we got two people missing here that aren't voting. So they're going to have the opportunity. I'm going to leave the large sheets that we use for voting. I'm going to leave those here, and they'll be able to mark their ones that they think are the highest priority. So even though they're not here as part of the discussion, in the end, they're going to have the opportunity to tell us which of the items are most important. And I won't do any ranking until I get their numbers in as well. Okay, any questions on the process we're going to use and how this will all play out? Okay, I'm going to get the big sheets ready. I got to make a couple of changes and I'll review those real quick with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the word estates to number 2. I am going to combine number 4 with number 9. Number 6, I'm going to identify spaces, plural. And number 15, I'm going to spell out the acronym. And number 16, I'm going to include a 501c3 into the language there. Did anyone else have any other changes that I might have missed?
Are you adding comprehensive plans to
I was not
one,
this time.
combine it into one, or is that
I
what?
was just going to leave it just the way it is, unless you tell me differently.
It does still go up, it's just adding it to.
What is industrial growth plan then, if it's not like a component of comprehensive plan? What
That's
does
why,
it, what does it mean?
that's why I
Make
think
sure
that
I
would
understand.
probably fall under comprehensive plan.
It is a component.
It's a component of,
Yeah.
and have we committed to do our comprehensive plan again? We've talked
Planning and
about it.
zoning is working on
Yeah, so we're kind of moving
bits
into
and
that
pieces,
process,
so, right, so we'll move to that process.
Here's how I could word it. I could say, start the component of the industrial growth plan to be a part of the comprehensive plan. something along those lines,
Sure, just to get that.
so that you know it's tied together.
Yeah.
We're gonna do.
Okay,
And I guess I'm just gonna ask one question or say about number 10. So I look at like research. Well, what would we research? I think the way I understand is we've got our zoning and we really need to work with developers on projects that get at that affordable. Does that what that means? Or is this like the city, we go out and study how to generate more? We have to work with developers who are gonna build things that we want.
Oh, and they're gonna build what they want, what the
Yeah.
community, what the people want to have built. So if we, as you can see, everybody's building houses that are 400,000 up to 800,000. That's what's really driving the developers
well,
up.
Right, and in our housing study and our other things of what we're after from a life cycle. We want to influence direction to be a little bit more broadly, right, than just top end, so. I'm just, is that what we mean by research? If that's what we mean, then I'd probably be voting for it. If it's something different, like that's just a waste of effort, because we will have developers to convince them to develop things that we want to see in the plan.
And convincing them means giving them incentives.
Like,
or the other thing I've seen done is, I've actually seen some cities do this where city-owned subdivision put in. And it's focused on more affordable housing. The lot sizes are a little smaller. The covenants allow for smaller size houses. And actually not too far from here, I think it's either Holy Cross or Luxembourg did it years ago. I actually was city manager of Macocata many years ago when it was done there. Yeah, so
So do you want to change in how that's written, Brian, that?
I think the wording is probably good.
Sounds
isn't it?
pretty good then.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Is it-
we have to research more broadly.
It-
How to achieve that.
How to achieve.
How to achieve.
That might,
Yeah.
might be one
Incentives,
example.
what
of doing it.
approaches, yeah.
So maybe we should
Yeah,
add
exactly.
Right.
The one example.
research for ways for more affordable housing to be achieved.
Approach,
Okay.
approach maybe, or
That's,
examples.
I'm fine with how it's worded now, or to add to be achieved at the end.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
I might just say, search for options. Yeah. Okay, we can modify that a little bit. Any other questions? Okay, well, you kind of go down through the list. I'm gonna give, I think we've agreed on 6, right?
5. You want 6?
Doesn't matter.
5 is fine.
Five.
That's your original plan.
It's up to you.
Or state.
There's no magic number.
5 is fine.
5 is gonna get us the info.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what we can do too, is, once we see how it plays out, there may be just 2 or 3 that rise to the top,
Great.
and then we could do another round.
Vote on the next.
Yeah, we could then take those 2
Yeah,
off the
makes
list
sense.
there at the top, give you another shot at it. Most of the time, that's not the big, so. If you can just give me a few minutes, I'm gonna, give Anita some of the dots, and you can make sure everybody gets 5. Now, make sure you put your initials on the dots. You can short break. And make sure you put your initials on these dots, because I've had people put their dots up. There was an elderly man, and he couldn't remember, he had 1 left, he couldn't remember where he put his 4.
Oh, gosh.
So,
I'm not gonna repeat that this time.
yes. So, put your initials on it.
Huh? I get to vote in this.
Yeah, he gets a vote on this. He-
Not for the real stuff, but.
Most mayors love this because it's the one and only time they get.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, wait, we're going 5.
yeah, 5, yeah, you gotta cut, I'll give you some, here's the scissors. Just
I
cut
think
this.
some,
Yeah, or just, yeah, be a 1 off. How many's on one of those? Is it 6 or 7?
looks like 6.
Is there 6 on there?
No, there's 5 on that. I think there's about 5
But
on
you
that.
can give it. I think we can trust everybody to just put 6 up or 5 up there. Just give them the whole thing and just put your initials on 5 of them. Okay,
Should give it a chance.
Oh, yep, there you go.
I think they're being, there's your color.
I don't think it Pat, does it matter if they're different colors?
I mean,
Oh, the same.
No, I want everybody the same color.
but you didn't
Yeah.
give any to the department heads.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and you'll
I didn't
give them
think we
some.
were-
Yeah,
Yeah, we
They get-
value their input.
they get 10.
To a different area.
It doesn't mean that we have to listen to them.
yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you. I'll apologize.
Okay, thank you. I just apologize for an apology.
Green.
That's the same color, so.
Mine is.
That's what I put on here.
And then you probably just walk in.
I wanted you to get your six. I wanted you to go to five. Heath.
Is that what he said?
Huh?
It's all being around you, walk
It
city.
used to be Elf.
Roger Pat was out there walking.
Hill.
I highly doubt he walked apart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard a nice one the other day, where, he pulled out his lawn chair out of his truck, exactly, and walked. Oh, feel it, and then it happened right back to it.
Not surprising.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard
Anything you
anything.
could possibly tell me about Pat, that would be.
You.
Right. 5 days ago, right?
No, I'm gonna be good. So maybe back in the office on the line. We're just having to come in one day. We talked, no phone for sure, just laptop there. Okay.
Yeah.
Or share. Yes.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were out there, Justin. No, you were out there, same pressure test.
Council, you're gonna put yours in this first column.
Yeah.
Council goes in the first column, department heads, second column.
First time they, first one they took up to 150, and then the other one they took up to 160.
I don't want to cover everybody's face.
They lost 3 on that one, lost 4 on the other one, but they tested it and let it sit overnight. When I got there that morning, it was down to 120,
It's way more.
but then he. But it's a, we're past it. Seal, we ended up testing it twice. Yeah, so that's, I'll see. Yeah. It's negative. Yeah.
There.
80, but I'm working 85. That pressure, I think, on that first.
I assume he'll be there.
And this one's not gonna do this, I think that up, doesn't it?
Could have been. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't there,
Correct.
he just said,
So I don't know.
somewhere around 80-ish, I think is what he said when I got there that morning. I retested the night before.
I had a bugger of a time getting that line charged for some reason. Have it filled and then all of a sudden. A bit later, I could fill it again, like it would. Well, I know,
Line.
5 volts, I got 6% of things.
I think I went. Quick with 6. Prime.
You want one of these?
No, I want to be challenged.
I mean, it's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
Hey, with this part, Brian,
That's right.
That would be so much easier.
15 stars for 17 items. There's a lot of good stuff on there. That's good.
That's what.
I know, right? Well,
Let's don't
She
show.
was last.
we had a meeting with IMOT today. As well as the capital
There you go.
campaign and other items.
Yeah, no, so we met with them and talked about, it was a bunch of stuff, obviously Kelly Oaks and internet to Kelly Oaks, or fiber to Kelly Oaks. Specifically for the pavilion, but then also ways we could also get it throughout, the trail.
Well,
If we, yeah,
Stations.
and then also that piece of that was, well, the station. I might have poked in a little, if we did a camera system as well. Throughout the city, but yes, so, I mean, I don't think, like, I think the biggest question was monetary. What type of donation are we looking for the pavilion, for the Something that I honestly answered.
Billion
Well, I just said like, this is what we were initially planning on, this is how much it ended up being, this is how much money we have.
Then there was an
There.
awkward silence.
Yeah, and like. From there, it was just, like, obviously, I don't know, and I don't really know, we don't really know, they said they have to come up with some type of agreement to talk about more in depth about some.
It was a good meeting.
Yeah, it was a good, like,
That's cool.
informational.
Everybody got your initials on your dots?
Yeah.
5 dots? Go ahead and put them on the top 5 items that you think are the most important.
Force my hand, that's what it's gonna do.
Yeah, you just get it done, but stop thinking about it.
Exactly. Now, Whitby. Where are we at?
It is.
We're
that-
on the DH, designated hitter.
Like, I could think about it all day, I look at it, I.
Oh, that's why, okay, just was aware I was maybe all right. Two good ones.
Yes, we are designated hitters.
Oh,
So it gets done.
yeah. You would have left it as we go.
No. My mom said, your conditions aren't BS for nothing. Oh, yeah.
They're all green season.
So go ahead and put your initials on there, ES.
I could done it too.
People are hard, they're hard, man.
Put 5 on all one. You didn't say you could, I guess. 5.
No. Sorry, you're fine.
Got one from you.
I gotta eat my toes too much.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Right.
Well, fine there.
Where?
I know, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I could.
I know you could.
Got all your 5
Trying
on
to
already?
step
then?
away from.
Yeah, I
my-
needed 8. I was only given 5, so.
Right.
You know. We have a second round. You know, it'll make me feel better. The trash can over there. Yeah.
There's one back. Okay.
That's what it could have. You could put these on notes.
Darts landed.
There's a trash can.
And people say, what'd you do that for? I'm like, well, you see.
Put on my document. That's how hard it is to shoot. I know what I mean.
Now, we gotta keep in
Exactly.
mind too, there's 2 more dots going there too.
Yes.
So it might be a little short.
Sorry.
I'm on vacation next week, so we have a work session next Wednesday, so I'll just let them know that they can,
Yeah.
they'll be here all week, so they can just.
Yeah,
drop
just
in
leave
early.
it, yeah.
Yeah, rather than dropping it, because I mean, Lexi was a special case because she had a baby, they want her like bringing the baby out.
Special
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
What she said.
I am special, thank you, Dennis and Brian.
And they both been through this before.
Jeff is not,
Jeff is not.
John is.
Okay, well, somebody might wanna.
I can give Jeff
let
a
him
call
know what-
tomorrow, just
how
so
it
I
works.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff will be very responsive, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Voice.
Well, you got a pretty good consensus here.
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, you
We
got.
do a lot of.
Birthday.
Oh.
They got something on or
That's
whatever.
pretty.
Yeah. Once you keep in mind, you're gonna have 2 more votes here, and you've got pretty good consensus on the water rate, the sidewalk, trail map, the industrial growth thing. Yeah, you could get 2 more right there.
I met with Jeff.
Yeah. We
I
can
do
do,
too,
we
but I
can
ran
we can do another go round, but
There's so many votes.
we can do another go round if you want.
There.
I
Doing it, we're good.
I think it's pretty good, yeah.
wanna pack up a couple outliers.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. You're gonna have these here for work session.
Yes.
Let's get the next two up there
Okay,
and then see how it looks. And then you want to do another shot after you could.
okay, that's fair, that sounds fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was unfortunately, they're not gonna have the advantage of having all this discussion too, so that might be a good idea to have that work session where you can kind of talk to them, of maybe why you put your dots where you put them, in case they have to ask. Okay. Let's go to exhibit D. And this one's gonna get a little tougher. You folks have some big ticket items on here. Holy smoke.
Well, 3, 4, and 5 could go together.
3, 4, and 5? Okay.
10 and 28 looks like it's the same
Yeah.
also.
Oh, good.
Okay, now,
Sorry, my-
inter- okay, I had split them out simply thinking, man, that's a lot of money for each one of those, so. But,
Oh, there you go. That is.
so you want to put 3, 4, and 5 all in one?
Yeah.
You're talking one project? Okay, all right, we can do that. I don't normally see a project quite that big. Do we even have any idea what that project might cost?
Hmm.
Yeah, we do.
Ooh, okay, that's a big,
Cap is probably.
that's why it's reviewing water rates is real high.
Now you're seeing it, now you got it.
Got it now.
What is number 2, frontage road? What does that pertain to?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I guess it's, NICC.
The
That's all I
NICP, we cut through the.
Do that, the 2 and 16.
Yes.
I'll dig right in here. Let's start,
Okay.
I'm working my way down. I can only do
You
one,
jumped your gun.
I can only do one thing at a time. Okay, number 1. Is it Cap Drive? Is that how you?
Yes.
Cap Drive up down there. Okay.
I hear 8.
We wait long enough.
By the time we get to it, yeah.
By the time I get to it.
Comparing it to the price from.
I would actually know where that is. Okay.
Right?
Number 2, frontage road,
We believe that's with 16 as well.
16, okay.
That's pretty, yeah.
16 probably worded better than keep.
Okay. So 2 and 16 are the same thing.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. All right, 3, 4, and 5 together. Number 6.
My concern with 3, 4, and 5 together
Yes.
would be that if nobody would be in favor of the water tower project, that the needs of the shop also could be separate, could be added on to our existing,
When we go to bond,
Just a
we can
thought.
always split them out.
just a thought.
Individually.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay. So maybe.
I agree that that we're.
I think the
focusing
goal
on
is-
That area, the goal is
Yeah.
that area and focusing on those,
But.
but.
We don't want if one part, if one or
Fails.
two aren't gonna be done,
Correct.
to let.
So
Just that-
keep 3 and 4 together, but take 5 out of it.
But
Let 5 be itself.
but
by
when
itself.
you bond the whole thing
Yeah.
together, then
That's the
if
intent.
it failed, you'd go back and piece them out.
It's an SRF. It's not,
Yes,
it's not a bondable.
Not a bond.
So that doesn't need to be a
Yeah,
requirement.
you already had that bond issue years ago when you created a water utility.
So
Okay, 3 and
I
4
mean, just a
together,
thought, I mean, I don't.
5 stands alone.
let's do it that way.
Okay. All right, number 6, sidewalks from all subdivisions on Sundown Road to connect with existing sidewalks to children should probably so children get to school without being in the street. Okay. Number 7,
Good job.
community center parking lot, which talked about
Speaks for
that
itself, yep.
earlier
That
today.
might be the same as 24.
I agree.
PCC City Hall parking lot reconstruction.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna strike one of these off of here. So 24 and 7 are the same.
Yep.
Or incident.
Gotcha. All right. Number 8, dog park. Number 9, pickleball courts.
You can almost have like 2 different colors, like a
Yeah.
top and a bottom of how you're gonna cost.
Okay.
I know, right?
Number 10, connecting Piasta Street to the east.
That's the same as 28, yes.
28th is the
Yeah,
same.
Ginger Drive.
That's what it looks like to me.
Cox Springs, I agree there, but
Right, 10 and 28 are the same. Okay, 11, Kelly Oaks Park Pavilion.
Yeah, we know what that is.
Wow, sewer and water infrastructure to support residential development, Royal Oaks number 8 and Thunder Valley Estates number 4. But Thunder Valley Estates, that's the same one that we're talking about annexing.
No,
No,
It's different.
we have Thunder Valley, Thunder Ridge
Ridge.
and
Ridge.
Thunder Hills.
Oh,
is that an
okay.
issue for us, or is that something that the developer does? They do it, what, yes, no,
I mean, as we go north, I can see extending water sewer,
for
but,
future
right.
neighborhoods, but
Right.
not for these ones that are underdeveloped.
Yeah, I think
right?
these are, when you.
It's probably a moot.
But this is kind of a moot point.
Yes, I don't.
They're putting 4 in on
Yeah, I
it.
don't understand it.
No.
Because it's done by the developer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So unless it be, yeah.
so they're both being
I
put
think
in
it's
right
moot,
now.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We can just
It
strike
can
it
come off,
Okay,
because it's already there.
so 12 is coming off the list.
we're just gonna get less votes if we take things off. I know how this.
12 is off.
So you only get 3 votes.
Number 13, public works equipment for sewer and lift station maintenance. You don't have a sewer jet machine, I think, or not?
Dean, do we?
Would that be the same as 22 or no?
Feels.
Hey, we want Dean to
Part of
stay.
The hydrovac part is the
Yeah,
same.
the hydro
right?
vac.
Hydrovac, so I can take,
It could be included with 22.
But then there's
Yeah.
a whole bunch of.
so I can take this one off because it's already in 22.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so 13 comes off.
22.
14, general maintenance of existing city roads, road resurfacing, repair, and curb and gutter. Number 15, Thunder Valley Drive extension to the east, the common property development in the hotel and associated commercial development projects.
Yeah. You can strike that whole thing.
No, we can somewhere else.
Yeah, since the
Yes.
hotel line.
Yeah, the hotel
Right.
was being looked at a different, location.
Also, that's not in the picture now.
not on this portion.
That's a scratch.
Picture, but.
Yeah.
The whole scratch.
So we're gonna scratch that.
Okay.
Jason?
Hello. Hey. Oh,
Okay, number 16, we've already combined it with number 2.
Yeah.
Number 17, sports complex, soccer and baseball fields. Number 18, lift station at Cap Drive.
Would that 18 and 19 be the same, Dean? It's kind of, we don't kind of need that lift station there.
That all we need to do is.
No. But. 1. And 8.
1 and
But on the same
one
one,
and
if the money is not available,
They could be separate.
they could be separate.
Yeah.
So I would say leave alone.
Yeah, the lift station will be an SRF
yeah,
and hopefully the cap drive will be a ride.
Just in, we have like a conceptual size of what that one would be from a cost standpoint, lift station. Are we talking? $500,000, or what are we talking?
Probably
100,000.
a million.
Million?
Lift station on Cap Drive.
Yeah,
The main lift station.
well, whatever this one's referring to. This, is this updating the existing lift station or putting in a new one?
Probably. Yeah, upgrading.
Is it grading and relocating?
No, that one, no, you're thinking Cap Court.
Oh, okay.
Is that what this means?
This is Cap Drive, I'm
So
assuming.
this is a brand
This is
new,
Cap Drive.
brand new list.
This is a brand new one there. It would be, yeah, okay, so are we talking, yeah,
What?
it's just a new lift station at Cadro? Trying to understand the imperative and the size.
This would be a remodification of what's there.
So upgrade.
So entirely new? No,
So lift station upgrade. and
remodel what, where the existing is.
Okay,
so this is more of an upgrade.
Right.
Okay,
so are we talking a $500,000 project, $1 million project? What are we, I mean, I just wanna size it to some of these other things. Okay, the bread baskets are different questions.
But today's prices,
Yeah,
probably
way,
2.5.
really? Okay, that helps me. Thank you.
Okay, number 19, prepare the former lagoon site for manufacturing. Twenty,
Is that on us? That HAC?
I would assume that's private, right?
Yeah.
Site preparation, everything would be the developer's responsibility.
Take it off.
so 19 can.
Quite honestly, it's all done. I mean, the site preparation is all done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta.
So
From
19
the village standpoint, when the developer goes in, they'll have to do whatever they want to make it.
It's not really city dollars are gonna be spent on
No.
this. Okay.
Right.
Then it should.
That's, you know, it's not gonna be a capital project.
So that's getting scratched, correct?
Number 20, fiber to all city properties. Okay. Number 21, enclosures over wastewater plant structures.
I didn't understand this one.
So, rooftops over our sludge pits. And basically, some type of closures over basically any concrete structures out there that, you know, the process, that involves a process of
All those stations.
concrete clarifiers, the oxidation ditches, all that stuff.
Now weatherize them.
It's more for winter protection than it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Thanks, Dean.
Okay, number 21, number 22, public works equipment, dump truck, plow truck, hydrovac, skid loader, pickup, street sweeper. That's a lot of stuff in one.
I don't know who wrote that one.
You realize I don't have shovels and.
Where's the?
That's not.
If you don't get the skid loader, then you need some shovels.
Right, right.
Hands
Some more dudes, yeah, some more dudes.
Okay,
So I just ran out of ink on that.
all right. Number 23, trail expansion throughout Piasta. Okay, 7 and 24 were combined. That's the parking lot project. 25, replace tile around gym floor in PCC. Number 26.
That one, what?
I think that was.
26 might be your cheapest item on the list. It's a new
So,
scrubber for PCC.
Thought the tile was getting done.
so it is, so yeah, so we have that in the budget
Oh,
for this
so
fiscal year,
it's
so
on-
we could take that.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
I just want to get it done.
What we're talking about here is future stuff.
The scrubber just moved up.
Well, so,
Actually, wants to discover everything.
well, so I, 26 and 27 are the same thing.
Okay,
And I was gonna try to sell that when I sold,
Okay,
once
so
I
what-
had an amount for the
26
flooring.
and 27, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the tiling's coming in under budget, what she's gonna tell
No,
us.
no, that is what I'm hoping.
She's gonna tell us.
That's not-
coming in
yeah,
under budget.
but-
She may not
Yeah,
be.
That's the plan.
He's talking about a Zamboni, not
Beyond.
so I'm combining 26 and 27.
Yes,
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
it is one of the same, but
Okay,
the amount is a question mark that.
okay,
Kayla's doing.
that's fine, okay.
So when it says 4 city departments, that meant all departments or that meant ACC?
But when I put on there, I put new scrubber as a,
So
yeah, so.
should I just
Sure.
make it for the PCC?
Yeah, well, that's what it was initially for. So, yeah.
That's
I would say
better.
yes.
That's
Okay.
more to understand.
So I'm gonna strike city departments.
That's helpful. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I should probably just kind of label this as PCC improvements, huh?
AI scrubber.
We all recognize that.
Okay.
Now.
Do,
Because I'm
so
lost.
that we don't neglect.
Then you talk.
Okay,
stuff like that.
okay.
This is our jargon.
Gotcha. All right, number 28, I've combined with 10. And then the last one on the list is the water meter, number 29, water meter information, wireless to city hall.
Those new meters.
Could we, yeah. Could we tie that into the water project, the water tower project?
That tight fiber to
Yes, yeah, you could probably tie all of that in.
We would need fiber to everything to,
fiber to everything. All the.
or I guess we could bounce off a dish.
So I'm hearing,
What is this, all home water meters, or this is city structured water meters?
All
So smart
Everything
meters.
that's metered.
Everything, I mean, so it save a significant amount of labor.
goal
Yes.
is to have everything metered. I mean.
Those kinds of
Wireless
wireless themselves in
metered by.
Selfless
Labor.
where you could log in as a resident and see where your water is instantly.
I know if I'm using the water, turn the faucet on.
So do we.
I like that.
Flush.
Combine 20.
Stop flushing the toilet.
20 and 29, am I combining 20 and 29? That's right.
Yeah, is that gonna be a separate project, 29,
Separate.
like separate capital project?
I would,
I would say not combine them because we could do 29, like I say, without fiber. Right.
okay.
Hanging on.
They are staying separate.
Good.
Okay. Did we miss any items? Do we need to add one? Or two?
I'll just ask a question for the existing council. Do we feel like we need Kelly Oaks on Park Pavilion on there to vote on again, or we feel like we're far enough along we're intending? I mean,
I haven't.
it's just about 80%.
I haven't crossed off yet.
90%. Okay, cross it off.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing it. I mean,
Yeah,
there's.
that's not like, that's not like future
Three months,
state.
you know, whatever.
Oh, if it's a given, it's gonna be done in 3 months. It should be done.
I feel like it's in play, so it's really not forward looking.
Well,
No,
Yeah, well, it's the same thing for 14, general maintenance, if it's, you know,
that's more of an on.
right, I mean, that's,
Yeah.
we're doing the best we can with the monies that we do
Yeah,
have.
scratch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, scratch it.
That was a
Scratch a lot.
standard plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's
About
striking.
14.
If we feel like we're adequately funding general maintenance for our existing roads, then we scratch it. We think we need to do more.
Yeah, but that's the key. If you think you need to do more,
Yeah, I think we're behind, right? But yeah, I feel like I was under the impression we were behind, and so we wanted to put some energy in there.
I think
Or we
got
forget about it from a budget
I
priority.
rephrase that to say additional funding.
Yeah,
Additional funding opportunities.
we just want.
I think we're all feeling the same way that we're behind on those.
I guess I have a question on,
Especially with the increase in cost.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse.
my question, I guess, is extend Ginger Drive from Piazza Street, Cox Springs. Isn't that on the developer to do that, or is that on us to do that? I'm sorry, number 28.
Oh.
I mean, is that something like the developer's gonna do regardless because of the?
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
building,
that's on the developer.
I guess they're already starting that area down there.
Figure out.
It's the city paying for it, that's what I'm
We
saying.
wanted a comprehensive plan.
That could be argued on funds that would be available or compare prices. I mean, would that be more of a priority than? I mean, obviously,
I think it's important.
the last planning meeting that we had, it was obvious that we wanted a connection over there. We needed an alternative route other
Yeah.
than just Bird's Road.
Is that the developer that's doing it, or is that gonna be on the city? That's the
I
question.
don't think the developer,
So I guess I-
then have to go pack their thing all the way over to Cox Springs.
If it were cost effective to do something of that sort to the north versus
The NICC.
NICC, then maybe that'd be something that we as a city would support
Yeah, both,
and fund.
both eventually.
I mean, who's to say when it's gonna get developed, I guess, so I guess,
Right.
how fast do we want that connection to happen? How much of a priority do we want it to be? The way I look at it.
I see the incentive for the developer to make that connection down to Cox Springs because he wants to develop that as well.
Oh, like further on.
Right.
Okay,
Take it
yeah,
from
as long as
Ginger
they
down
have
to
actually
Cox
do that,
Springs.
but
So do we
On what
leave that in or
timetable?
not? That's the question.
Is it really a city?
It's not
Is it
really
city?
paying for that.
Right.
Are we looking at it as capital?
Right, that's what I was gonna.
we put it in a comprehensive plan to make sure that it's there and we. And the Adrena one would be us.
Right,
I mean,
Correct, that is
Correct.
city.
that's gonna, there's, you know, let's get.
Correct.
So I'm seeing.
But I question that.
Taking 28.
So I guess I question that if Arena, if that was never a possibility,
10 was combined
Because
with
of
28,
property
so 10
concerns,
stays on the list, but
intersection.
28 comes off, is that what I'm hearing?
No,
No.
Ken's going to,
10 is going as well.
Yeah, good.
10 was going, but are we leaving 28 on? Yeah, that's no.
No, 28, it's gone, 10.
Got it. Thank you.
So both are gone.
There you go.
That really kind of shaved some of that off there.
Yeah, see, we haven't get this list down.
Yeah, we're down to 2 votes. You know.
I guess you're getting your street sweeper after all.
That modified them.
Yeah.
That too. You're right.
We just back to the question, Bert.
Get back across.
I think you're over.
Did we need to add any projects?
Just to keep, need any other projects we might want to add on here? Stacy, Mike?
We miss anything? Okay. All right, well, let me review what I've got for changes, okay? I've got 16 and 2 are being combined. 3 and 4 are being combined. Dropping down 7 and 24 are combined. And then the following items have been deleted. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15. Okay, I am modifying 14 to make reference to additional funding.
Okay.
2 and 16 were combined. 18, I'm modifying, make reference to upgrading and using an SRF loan. 19, we deleted. 7 and 24, of course, were combined. 25, I deleted. 26 and 27, I've combined. And 28, I've deleted. Is that what everybody else has got?
Yep.
Okay. All right, help me out here. What are we down? What's the countdown to? Let's see, I'm gonna remove. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down to about, what, 18 or 19? Is that what we're down to? Did we take off about 10 of them? 10 or 11 of them come off? I just need a rough idea. So we're
18.
18, we're down to, okay.
Math is hard.
So we're down to about 18. That's, I thought we were down to about 9. Yep, so that would match what I had. That's what I had. Okay. Okay, so we're down to 18 items. Once again, we need to make a decision how many dots or how many items you want to pick as your top priority.
I think we're gonna just stick with 5 consistency.
Stay with the 5.
I'll just make that executive decision.
Well, you can vote.
Yeah.
I think I'd want more.
Yeah. We have last time,
Jens here,
16.
I think we just need to prioritize. That's,
Yeah,
I think the,
and once again, as I said, when you have that work session, there might be a couple items on the bubble, you move them up.
there's, yeah.
Yeah. A lot will depend on the cost of some of these items.
All of it depends on.
You know, if you pick some of the big ticket items,
Stacy's scrubbers look pretty.
yeah.
It's not their field.
I know.
I'm gonna go
Stacy,
ahead.
low hanging
Now,
fruit.
once again, I give you
Yeah.
the option.
Right.
Any items on here you want to go sales pitch on? That you really want to say, hey, folks, this is really important.
Water tower,
Can't we have to do the water tower?
We
Is
do.
it a statutory requirement?
yes, we are under capacity by the DNR.
Hmm.
If we are under the radar more, then we will just start making more frequent visits.
Mhm.
And we will have fines. Those fines can continually add, but you have to have a corrective action plan in place that states we will address this by the 6-month period, so on and so forth. Because I know I've heard the comment about kind of just limping along and paying the fine every year, and it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. And I will have Steve Thompson here Wednesday night,
Oh,
so that you
he's
can
got
have,
back.
yeah, he confirmed he will be here Wednesday.
Based upon our usage, if we do proper hydrant flushing maintenance, any industrial growth, right now, we already exceed our limits. Like I say, on hydrant maintenance, as far as flushing, we can't even do proper maintenance on them because we drain our towers.
We're just turning them over too fast.
Right. You know, we got an exceptionally dry spring like we had this year. Our consumption bounced up pretty significantly. We got 160, almost 200 lots going in. That's that much more consumption.
We have 144 acres of development. We possibly have another 200 south of Highway 20.
So
So it's,
not just the water alone, but that's why One of my items was the main lift station. We modify all these lift stations upstream from that main lift station, but all these lift stations dump into that main lift station.
And the main lift
And
station
that main
is.
pumps it up to the,
Yeah.
that's the one on
Cap
Cap.
Drive one. Yeah.
And that main pumps it up to the wastewater treatment plant. So
Mhm.
we can modify all these downstream from that. But if that one don't keep up, got nowhere to go.
I've worked with a lot of cities that would love to have your problems because they don't have growth and they're stagnant. And they're afraid about losing their.
Way to look at that. I don't know if they would want all that,
Couple of years of that, we don't have any problems with, like,
And unfortunately, with everything that we've talked about, it comes at a very high price tag.
Yes, yeah, there's nothing cheap,
Yes.
like you said.
Think
Okay,
the,
any other item anybody?
I don't know
want
if I just wanna level it up. We've had, as I understand it, we've had Cap Drive as our highest or second highest priority for at least 4 years. Okay, so it's been longer than that. So like, we still have to stare ourselves in the face about that. I feel like that's one, it takes all the money we have to do everything else for quite a while, but 50% of our tax base roughly, or our.
51.
Thank you, is coming from our
That's our
industrial
coverage.
businesses, and if our citizens had to bear that cost, it would be unbearable for them, so we have to get after that at some point.
Okay, so can I step up and talk a little bit more about this? I had a conversation with Dean today and I'm getting, in essence, jerked around by the state of Iowa because they tell me it's not eligible for a RISE grant. And now I'm being told it can. And so now I found out that Bodine Electric was part of a RISE grant back in 1991.
Bodine.
Oh,
Bodine, so
Got
they
their-
could not be included, but we can go after this. And we have the potential of having a 50-50 split or an 80-20 split.
Yeah.
So the odds are looking better.
80-20 us or 80-20?
80 us, 50 us, so 50-50 or 80-20. So I'm working with this person from state.
If he was capped, or at like some could be.
Yeah, there's like, there's
1,000 or something.
jobs and
Yeah.
things that are job creation, job retention. But there's a letter that I'm working with Jennifer, I cannot pronounce her last name for the life of me. But preparing a letter to send out to the businesses and we'll meet with them and we'll talk to them about this, this is going to be the improvement. This is the way that we can get the funding. This is what we need from you as support.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
ramped up in the past 2 to 3 weeks.
Good.
But I can't tell you how many times I open one door and it gets slammed in my face.
I know.
It's frustrating. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So that project is looking more doable.
Much
knowing
better
that-
than it has for the
Right,
last
we have
couple
another
years.
bond that's falling off next year. Right, so our bonding capacity will be increased.
Yep.
So we'll be able to look at that project.
Capacities, you got a hurdle thrown in the works.
Yeah.
Good.
But I mean, at least it's better than 100%.
It is
Yeah, even at the 50-50, it's doable. And that
worth
way,
doing.
if we're gonna go out and we're gonna be bonding that project, then we can take a look at some of these other projects. Which kind of leads into the water rate study and then leads into the bonding capacity, and all those things wonderful, city financially related.
Good.
I'm getting off my soapbox.
It's fine.
I mean, some of these issues are concerning and questioning. Something we could also consider is stepping back a little bit on the Cap Court lift station. Unless we have definite signatures stamped
Right.
that are saying that the industrial area to the west is gonna get developed. But until we have nothing on that, I mean, we could
That's a good
definitely put a hold on that project.
Yeah, it's not
Needed
needed
in that
until
way.
it's needed, right?
I have a question or maybe a comment. It's my understanding that Steve kind of said that the parts for this, there's like a 14-month lead. So,
But that's a possibility.
Okay.
That's not definite. But I mean, if that is truly the case, then that's something we have to keep in mind also for the main lift.
right.
Right.
And I see station or
Tell Adrian we're gonna do that lift station, huh? Wasn't that that's part of that we agreed on?
I don't know if we told him we were going to do it, or if we told him that we were going to look at ways to pay for it, whether it be through a development agreement. Yeah. So again, I mean, there's the opportunity there. When it develops, then, as long as we have enough of a lead time to get some good idea of when the parts are going to be here, when we can construct it, And there again, that can tie into the RISE grant for job creation. So I mean, that's more positive as well. So all of these things seems like that they're all going together.
Yeah, that lead time, that's gonna,
That's what scares me.
that's gonna be, I mean, that's something that we're gonna have to consider when it comes to the tower.
Yeah.
Or like I say, any other lift stations throughout the town, so it's. You know. That lead time is gonna be undetermined on all that stuff.
Other comments, observations on any of these projects? Okay, hearing none. Start looking at this list and start picking out your top 5. I'll get the sheets ready for you. And once again, we'll pass them out. Make sure you put your initials on them again. Okay?
All 5 of mine, dog. I think we can make
I don't have a dog.
I have a strategy for the dog park.
Thank you.
That's true.
We just talked about, I think.
No, I
Brian
would love to
said
hear it,
the same thing.
Actually.
I mean, I
That's
think
behind my house.
technically,
Okay.
Third ball.
but there's no access to
You've
it.
got the long- Third base.
Like, sidewalk leaders.
Grassy areas kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about behind the cell phone?
That's.
Like, just say, what Brian is, what Brian is looking to say, right?
And then put a fence like the top of that. I think I talked to Stacy about it. But after that, yeah, there's some space.
I'm just saying,
I mean,
from the
you
side
can
we have
fence
to
that
the-
in, going behind the diamond.
Yeah.
Behind the diamond and along part of the diamond. And
No, it
Um,
could happen.
get appreciate the size one. Yeah, they're gonna be there.
No.
And I can technically, we are, you know, we,
Yeah.
part of our big part, our cost would be for the sidewalk,
Yeah.
basically, and maybe some. She said, she thought,
I was gonna say, I talked to
The
Annette,
dog-
and she was just,
but why?
I mean, it's
But-
not-
Why?
but it's, I mean, it's like,
Yeah, but people would know. It doesn't take long for stuff to get around.
Yeah, that's a, you know, also, I mean, it's not even care where it is.
I like that it's, I like hidden, like I think hidden is good, I think dog parks are always kind of in the corner, you know, like they're always kind of hidden. Like, I like the idea that it's kind of.
Yeah, we gotta put some sort of jog in there.
Since we already have it,
My
that's how
biggest-
people ask.
You gotta have like.
My biggest thing was just, if there's games,
So do.
home runs,
So that you
that was my.
Right, right.
Which is literally
If you
just.
lose your ball,
I think-
dog park,
Like I said,
it's a dog.
depending on how far you come down the third base line, we need to raise,
But most of them,
you know,
water,
and
lines,
that-
dogs and everything
Yeah.
too.
4 foot high fence isn't tolerated.
Yeah, perfect.
And
So, yeah, that's.
I mean, it's like-
completely doable.
we could tell people, don't bring your rabid Doberman, like
Where are you talking?
when. There's a ton of times, cause it's right behind my house, but there's nothing going on back there,
Yeah.
and people talk then it'd be fantastic.
How's that vote? How's that first vote?
You just
That's
got.
a stupid
How they
question.
mowed?
I think they're mowed normal from the
Playing-
ones.
And you just have to crap.
Visuals.
I mean, they're supposed to pick up their dog, right?
Yeah. Well, then we didn't, yeah, I mean, you just have to say, this is a amenity that if you don't take care of it, maintain, then we don't have it
We
anymore.
put the bags and things at the entrance to.
We weren't gonna-
Yeah, we weren't gonna.
Well, we weren't for the trail, yeah, but what you for the soccer? Well, the dogs are.
Pay more than what they're getting. They go to Dubuque or they go
I
to
wanna
the
make
Walt
it
Davis.
easy for them to apply.
We voted on it.
No.
Well, the last one,
The teamwork one?
we haven't got there yet.
I just don't know if we have to.
I don't think we are.
To leave like 5 to 7.
We will review, modify, and possibly add items. Sorry. We'll urge you to.
Yeah.
While we stop rating suggestions, we will send it.
Yeah, I
One
just,
billion.
my mom actually made it, so I gotta make sure I get one better.
What it meant for.
I asked how she was doing.
That's 4 or 5. Or your mom.
Probably both.
Yeah, no, I love to keep them off the ball. Like, we're gonna sort of go used to using the entirety of the practice fields that
Excellent.
essentially the mid is the area.
Dog parks.
I'm not sure that they'll.
Yeah.
That is 100%, that's good. Dogs not allowed in the ball.
Not on the ball field, you
Yeah.
can really use this one. This and this one, yeah.
And I said, well, that's. We were letting people go.
If we're literally good, they're just saying not very. Yeah.
Monitors, you know, that's all.
Push it back.
60,000.
You do it for.
Yeah, I'll search that.
After we go on the dog parks. I think that's great. I never even thought of
I'm
it.
serious, I don't think it's a.
How much money do we got for a fence? Like a couple $100?
That's what it's about.
Can we talk about no fence? Well, Brian, I think dog park, it was 45,000.
Okay.
Well, this is just like a fenced in yard.
Yeah, this was water, playground equipment.
Dogs don't need them.
We could go low on that, like get the area first and we could always develop.
Could always do it, DRA grant or something like that,
Yeah.
once the area's there.
Right, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, an easy thing. People ask for and it would make them happy.
It's.
For a little, for a
We
minimal
don't
dog.
have, we don't have to acquire, right, we don't have. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's there, we leverage what we already have.
And we got a lot of dogs.
Oh, my God.
But people are coming out and running their dogs on those fields anyway, you might as well go.
Could we then,
Like
the council then support banning dogs from the fields if we?
I would.
Today.
Problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll sign
Brian.
mine.
I told you I was right.
You.
Yeah, are you voting one sticker on dump truck and one sticker? One sticker on hydrovac? I feel like having, you know.
Gets them all.
I don't know, five stickers on the scrubber sound pretty good
Yes.
to me.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's.
I've got all your changes on. Once again, make sure you got those initials on those dots.
Farthest north.
Yeah, you're going to Teagan
Farthest north.
to Ginger.
On that one side.
Yeah.
Correct, on the one side.
There's a lot of people walk on them.
They do.
Canal trail, expansion throughout Piazza.
Does that
area we
prioritize? We can just, yeah, I don't know.
Well, if we have money.
Yeah, yeah, no, right.
Oh, they're voting?
Geez, already. Well,
Also, you're on the first column,
Okay.
department head's the second column. And make sure your initials are on there.
I want to be right there.
That no one ever.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you're talking about multi-million-dollar projects. I thought mine were expensive and really mine are some of the cheaper ones.
Here's what you need for the other.
Okay. Other people.
Yep.
So Lexi says she needs to leave there by +7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the main part's done.
Yeah.
The main part's done.
I agree.
But I mean, knowing how, power.
Much seven.
Is it seven?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's what I need.
And see, I took this too, but I wanted to be up here.
Right.
Yeah, I would go Salford kind of. Yeah.
Well, no, like I said, not knowing now how supportive everybody is.
It's
of
really-
water company.
Just pat, put it up, get the Sharpie out, and scoop it in again.
Hey, Pat.
Now that we have that last night, that's cool.
Where did
I've seen little things, Cedar Falls.
Green.
The mayor did that.
No, it went,
Oh, maybe it's two. I got you.
Weird that I feel weird using the garbage can without a lighter.
I know, right?
No, he's there. Yeah, Pat. I think we have 13 and 22 are kind of together.
I think, okay.
Might have been one we. Yeah.
Did I do something? Oh, we might have missed it, but yeah, I think everybody else missed it too.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, 13. I'm gonna
13 and 22.
swing it over. Yeah, that's right.
They're obviously confused because they must have, that took me serious when I was talking about couple of rooms.
Yeah, easily so.
You get lucky, man. That was so nice. Just give me his heart. Almost out of the.
Learn how to read it.
That's okay.
I'm probably
No,
the
me, not you.
Dubuque, community school system.
Should have went to Westview.
I didn't do water tower because I don't like it all that.
When my
I wanted my.
Catholic education, you know, nativity U. University.
CDU like the rest.
Religion, everything. Right.
Did you go through like high school?
Six.
But
Did you go Wally go through high school?
no, I went to senior after activity thing, but I remained in algebra.
I went to Catholic, I went to Catholic school, right?
I'm hoping those extra a couple of years, actually a couple masses, funerals that I served.
They pay,
They're gonna pay off at the very end.
Dividend you go.
The very end.
Oh.
I mean, I'm kind of riding a lot of coattails with my mom. She's like, what else?
This one is this one.
So hopefully, all 6 kids are kind of like. Getting this in, right, mom?
These two.
She's here, you're here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the teeter.
Well, and I am, second oldest, so probably gonna need it sooner than some of the others. So if we use up all that, and the younger ones don't get in. Sorry.
Yeah, these two are
So-
fine.
Is there a big difference or no?
Yeah, that's right for the next.
What you got?
Before you change better. Okay. All right, I'll just.
Knowing how supportive. everybody is.
10 years back.
So we're moving.
We're just trying to allow you a way to get more stuff.
I think.
Scrubber you wanted, you're probably in.
So it's
The fence and the scrubber.
After this, I think you should bring it to the meeting
I
soon
do
because
feel
we're all
like-
looking at this. going, Yeah. Well, we tell all the other members, let's just get that scrubber and call it done.
Doesn't seem fair for everybody.
Yeah, trash.
I said I felt really
Stacey,
weird
if
about
you-
throwing
if
it
you
in
would-
a liner.
Yeah.
If
We know
you
that.
would, when you get the scrubber, put on there, this is also a dump truck.
Let the sand voting machine.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try.
I
Yeah, for the.
wanna go to Zamboni, anybody?
Forest, we can have a nice skating rink.
Just got enough issues with our flooring.
Right?
Well, it's already wet anyway. I don't freeze it.
I don't think he was gonna know once we get.
Yes.
We can have a.
The beginning was great, the beginning kind of got
The thought.
far-fetched. It was, I actually didn't like it.
Going in there. Like there's a lot of.
There were.
But otherwise.
I did like the cameos.
One.
They were
Yeah.
great.
So to me, it's.
I just, I like.
Oh, I watched it Friday
Did you
night,
just
yeah.
did it, yeah.
Yeah, the cameo, good.
Figured out that.
I like everything Adam Sandler does, like, it's just stupid funny.
It's stupid
not
funny,
like it's a basic
Right.
television.
It's just another movie where Adam Sandler is Adam Sandler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is
Happy
funny.
Gilmore.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody back?
Right.
Almost.
Pay attention to it.
Okay. Any questions? I don't think there's a need to do another vote on these either.
No.
No, because you're, once again,
Consensus.
you really got really good consensus. Yeah, so that's the main thing we're looking for. So once again,
So, Jim.
you got 2 more dots that are gonna go up there, which, and then when you have that work session, you can just decide whether or not there's one you wanna move up or something. So I think we're good.
Good.
All right, let's go to exhibit E, your final exhibit, and we're not voting on this one. All we're gonna do is just kind of go down through them. This is like your statement to the staff, the citizens, as a council, as a city, this is how you wanna maybe improve your working relationship with each other, improve your communication with the public, and just kind of a statement out there that this is what you're gonna work towards. As we go down through these, I can modify the wording. I can take it off the list too, if that's a consensus that you want to just remove it. And maybe it's not even necessary. And we'll just take them one by one. Number one, continue work sessions at the start of each month. Do a good job of taking the time to walk through all the issues that affect the city, which I'm a major proponent of work sessions. I think they're really
Well done there.
well worth your time and effort, so. Number two, make sure council members have all the information that is needed and make sure that it is accurate. Okay. Number three, continue the community coffee conversations, maybe quarterly in the future to have more robust and continual dialogue with community members about matters of city dialogue. And I think you've started those, which by the way, I don't see very many cities do that, so I commend you for making that effort.
Did you pick a date? Did we pick a date
I
yet?
gotta pick the date, so maybe.
Do you want me to do it at the work? Should we
Yeah,
talk
I'll add
about it
it.
at the work session?
I'll add it to the work session.
We saw that come up in the community heart and soul stuff too. And
Yeah.
to me, the public hearing format is really hard because we're supposed to just,
Yeah,
but people come in with an expectation they're gonna dialogue. So I think it's fill some of that.
but just be careful when you do these, if you have a forum of the council.
Oh, yeah.
We posted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we post.
Okay, yeah.
They don't comment.
Anything
What's
in-
the second rule, everybody?
Don't reply all.
There you go.
I thought that was the first one. I don't know.
The first rule is don't reply all. The second rule.
Also.
can have a conversation, but to a certain extent, but okay. Okay, number four, walk-in shoes, shadowing process for council members with city staff to see processes and issues from the staff perspective. Okay. Number five.
Do I get a gun?
Definitely not.
Taser? No.
Yes. Which, by the way, I did a few things over the years. I did the third shift on police one time, and well, that's eye-opening. And then also I rode in a snowplow one time. That's very eye-opening too. You know,
Knowing that you cannot drive the snow.
Do drive.
I didn't drive it, but I sat with.
We're looking for volunteers.
Volunteers to drive.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect. How about we have
Yeah.
city full people want to do that?
Right?
Yeah.
Once.
I would just say it's well worth your time to do it sometime.
And how much damage is it?
Okay.
All right.
Let's see, number five, more robust sharing of thought and opinions during city council work sessions and open meetings from all members of the city council. Okay. Number six, be more transparent with the public. I do have a sheet over there, by the way, that talks about what I've seen other cities do to get the word out and what you're doing and why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't love that statement because I feel like we are transparent. So then the question is really one of communication strategy or like how we get information, dialogue with people, because have it on there, it's like, oh, we're not being transparent. Not true.
Raise us to say,
I felt the same way.
continue to do.
Yeah, definitely. It's a priority.
Yeah.
We want to be transparent.
We definitely want
We really want to be.
I'll just rephrase that to continue. Okay, number seven, get area politicians to more town hall type meetings. Number eight, consider participating in more city-sponsored forums such as coffee, conversations, or public meetings where we aren't already serving in an advisory or committee capacity. I almost struck the last part because that first one kind of covers, but then it went on to say, our presence at these events as a community representative sends a strong. Residents truly appreciate seeing engaged leadership. It fosters trust and shows that we invest in the voices and concerns of those we serve. I can certainly leave that last part. It's
The
all,
last part, or the first part, just say be more open to joining.
In the rest of the community
The rest,
kind of
yeah.
activity.
Isn't 3 and 8 the same thing for the most part?
The first part is,
yeah,
the first couple of lines of 8.
Like be
Mirror.
more involved in community activity.
council, are you okay with me kind of wordsmithing that a little bit,
Yeah.
just along the lines of what Justin just said?
Specific government meetings and responsibilities, right?
once again, you're gonna get this as a draft, so you can kind of tweak it a little bit. And once again, at your work session, you might tweak it a little bit too. Number 9, promote more open dialogue and responsiveness to department heads. Number 10, understand the importance of studies, new policies, ordinances, how beneficial they are to the overall mission of the city. Number 11 is just kind of a statement. Employees appreciate and understand the work of a public official is difficult, and we appreciate you all.
Nice, Tim. Thank you, thank you.
And I'm telling you, there's some cities I work in, they're having one heck of a time getting people to run for city council. So you're fortunate that you have people willing to do it. Number 12, ask more questions before council meetings so department heads can address them before the meeting. Number 13, follow up with department heads and administrator if you miss a meeting or work session.
That was me.
And that is critical because, you know, you can miss a lot in one meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially a work session.
Yeah, especially a work session. So it never hurts to come in and say, okay, I had to be gone. What did I miss?
I'll just say one thing if I can.
Sure.
I was thinking about saying it, number 5. I put number 5 on there. I just want to share with my
Yeah.
council people.
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel like, especially in the actual council meetings, I would appreciate knowing more about what each of you are thinking. It's the information before we vote. Sometimes when I learn that, it actually changes my mind or I understand a perspective. So I think we do a great job in work sessions, but I think sometimes in our council meetings, we don't have much discussion. And it might be a newer item or something we didn't work up. I would just value hearing your thought processes sometimes before we vote. It's just a comment.
All right,
Great idea.
okay.
And I appreciate you making the comment.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I am limited to 500 words. Just
Well, he really went over that. Like,
fine.
Hey, oh, you had a limit.
oh, yeah, we don't limit him.
Okay.
He looks at me, let's see if I want to say.
Brian, do you have any other questions?
No,
Good.
well,
I got 2 words left. Why me?
I'm in a word deficit right now. I'm getting fined. So
I'll tell you, having done this session a few times and I've had where I have 5 council members that are really quiet. That's a struggle.
Yeah.
Doing something like this when you have very quiet people, 5 of them, it's like, oh my God, we gotta keep this moving, folks. Anyway, other comments, observations, anything to add to this list? Okay. Well, if there's no other changes to Exhibit E, once again, maybe in your work session, I'll get back to you here in the next couple of days with just tweaking this a little bit, and then you can talk about that as well as getting the 2 votes up there and see if there's any changes you need to make on those. But I'm impressed with the consensus you've got on all of these. That's great. Should make life a lot easier going forward. Now, the next thing is coming up with the money over here to get those things done.
We'd be able to knock all that out. Have a real close session.
Okay, as I said earlier, I'm going to get a draft of the report. Once I have to first get the sheets back, okay, and see how everybody voted, and then I'll get a draft report to her, and then she'll get it out to you and approve it. I have it down at your August 13th meeting. Maybe you'll
12th.
be ready to go. 12th?
12th.
August 12th meeting that you would approve it. So
Wow.
if, once again, it all depends on when I get these back. Okay,
our work session's the 6th, then we put it the next week.
yeah,
And the resolution, that's easy enough because we adopted it by resolution 2.
all right. Any questions? Any other items that you came to this meeting thinking, boy, I hope we talk about that? Okay, did we get everything covered that you folks wanted to cover? Okay. All right. I have nothing further for you folks.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
We stand adjourned.
Appreciate that.
All right. And we got through it in record time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I got through one of these in 2 hours.
So,
Okay.
We kind